Good morning. It's 8 a.m. Um, Beckett, Isaiah, and I actually survived the night in Sacramento on the streets. It's been fucking horrifically dangerous to us, and I don't have much charge on this cell phone. This is a cell phone that was given to me by David Emmett before he started grabbing at me, and I had to leave his apartment. When I first got into California, I was here about 15 minutes and in Sacramento. And then all of a sudden, a vehicle that made it through states while Jason Ferris was chasing me physically through states, all of a sudden, decided not to work anymore as soon as I was coming into Sacramento, the county of Sacramento. And I ended up on the side of 80 West next to exit 96, and I did a video that I was in a lot of danger. I was getting spiritually shot by Jason Ferris, which meant that he was close to me, already shooting his gun, so that when he got up to me, all he had to do was physically shoot it and I'd be dead. And that whole vehicle happened was because in Buena Vista, as soon as I got off the bus from Chicago, Illinois into Denver, Colorado, my life was in extreme fucking danger. And I couldn't do anything about it. I was fucking stuck. I couldn't do anything. I can't be homeless on the streets in Colorado. Chaffee County law enforcement will make sure that I get killed. I had too much evidence against them in the broad daylight abduction of Suzanne Mormon Morphew. Hi. I'm just talking to someone real quick. Alright, thank you. I'm not waiting for anything. I'm talking to someone real quick. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm trekking across America for abused, trafficked, and murdered children. You might have heard of me. My name is Donna Ferris from Old Town, Maine. Pretty famous. What's your name?
I'm Josh.
Well, I hope you have a safe patrol today, Josh.
Thank you. I hope you have a good trip.
Thank you, sir. So as soon as, so I had to, I went to the home of David Hester in Buena Vista, and I'd probably been there maybe 40 minutes when I started getting spiritually grabbed and slapped, and then all of a sudden behind my head came up Chaffee County law enforcement in spirit shooting me behind my head. And now these are all signs and symbols that I'm about to get fucking killed. When I'm getting gunshots in my head through the spirit world, and I don't have much of a spirit left in me. Donald Trump has made sure he's terrorized my spirit out of me and my soul. So it doesn't take much to give me a warning that a real gun is coming and a bullet's going to be in my head. So I started getting grabbed spiritually, slapped spiritually. I started getting shot. Now, God was fighting with me. I already did this on a video to take the car, that David Hester's car was going to save my life. And that was the only way to get out of Colorado, to save my life and Beckett Isaiah's life, because there was no way we were going to be able to do it on foot, and I had no money and no food stamps by the time I got to Colorado. I had nothing left. I had been forced onto the streets of dangerousness for 16 days. So I had no money, no food stamps. I got into Colorado. I'm getting slapped, I'm getting grabbed, I'm getting shot in my head. All spiritual signs of imminent danger. So I got the car all the way to California. I was chased. It was a spiritual high-speed pursuit by Jason Ferris all across those states from Colorado to California. Sorry if I'm having trouble talking. There's a metaphysical device shoved up under my denture, so I had to try to hold my denture in while talking at the same time. So I'm getting a high-speed spiritual pursuit all across the states, which only told me that Jason Ferris is like hot on my trail. And it doesn't necessarily have to just be him. He pays people to come after me to try to kill me. He's been doing it for years. He got caught by the FBI years ago. He just doesn't know it. So they're the ones that warned me. So anyway, I get into California. I make a video that I'm here. I start going up the road to Sacramento County, and all of a sudden a car that drove perfect all the way shut down. I've been low jacked before. I told you guys about this. They have devices they can put up under the vehicles. You can low jack your car and stop your car. So my car is stopped on the side of 80 West, and police start coming up to me, and all I need is gas. I think I need gas, but I know what they did. They stopped my fucking car. All of a sudden, one officer who I investigated for child trafficking, a very specific case of child trafficking in Sacramento County. I've actually investigated the jail, the Sacramento County jail, for, I'm not going to get into it, but I've investigated the jail and jail staff for something that was so horrifically fucking serious. And they know it. So Sacramento County doesn't leave me alone. And they keep coming up to me on the highway, and I just need gas, but they don't want to help me with gas. They don't want to help me with anything. You know, next thing I know, the officer that I've been investigating put me in handcuffs and broke my wrists immediately. And I even told him on it, you can hear it on his dash cam. You can hear it on his, I'll just turn that around so people stop having a fucking issue. You can hear me tell him I have broken wrists, and then he breaks them again. I mean, he broke my wrist. I'm going to show you. Look at the bone sticking out of that wrist. And it cracks. My wrist cracks when I go to use it. So, he tells me the car was reported stolen. But yet, then he gets David Hester on the phone, and he puts the phone on speaker. So it's on recording, it's on the dash cam, it's on the vehicle cam, it's being recorded. David Hester said, no, I voluntarily brought her into my home, and I let her have access to anything that I have. So, and he said, and I didn't declare the car stolen. I don't know how that got messed up. I just said the car was missing, and so was Donna, and I wanted to see how she was. So he keeps me in custody, and he, the officer who just broke my wrist, decides to charge me with a stolen vehicle and having stolen possession, even though David Hester says he's not pressing charges. Brings me to the jail. On the way to the jail, he breaks my wrist more. When he seatbelted me into the seatbelt in the back, he pushed the handcuffs more deeper into my wrist. I got to the jail, and my hands and my wrists were swollen. My fingers were swollen. I mean, I had no feeling at all. And then they proceeded. He kept promising to take the handcuffs off or to loosen them. He never once fucking did. And I even said to him in the jail, I said, is it like you, with these handcuffs, is it like your pitchfork and you're just shoving your devil's ass pitchfork up my ass like a big fuck you? Is that what you're doing with these handcuffs? Like, I was fucking livid. I was in pain. So, and he's not allowed to be near me. When you violently assault someone and you're on duty, you need to be taken away from that person immediately, because you're now going to have charges pressed upon you. You don't bring someone into jail and presume they're guilty. All people are presumed innocent until guilty. He was treating me like I was some violent, vicious, fucking guilty criminal. He needed to step away from me at that point, and he wouldn't. And I even said to him, I know I've investigated you, and you know it too. I said it in his car. I said, you know who the fuck I am. So, I have no charges because David Hester didn't press any. It was only the officer who broke my wrist who wanted to press charges. And then I go to get patted down. There's jail guards called Mayhew and Cook. I investigated them for something really fucking serious inside of that jail. Really serious, involving the lives of more than one person. Really, really serious. They know it. So they go to pat me down, and they want me to spread my legs in a position that my broken back won't allow, so that Mayhew rips my legs apart and breaks my fucking back. She broke my lower back. And then she grabbed me as hard as she fucking could by my broken wrists and was bruising my arms up. Bruising them up. My arms are all fucking bruised. I have a broken back. And then they bring me into the holding cell like I'm this vicious, violent, dangerous motherfucking criminal to them. and they kneel me on the holding cell floor, and the officer jumps on my broken back, and he pushes me to the fucking cement floor, and he dislocates my knee, my left knee. So after 2 hours, the jail guard Mayhew comes in and says, all of your charges have been acquitted. You're gonna be free to go, but we have to hold you in another cell for 3 more hours because it's not late enough for us to release you. She didn't say those words, but she did say, you won't have any charges, they're acquitted. So they put me in another cell called the release cell. I had to stay there till after midnight. I had nothing. They stole all my possessions, all my belongings, and all my belongings are evidence against them. Evidence for the abduction of Suzanne Mormon Morphew. They stole it. They stole all my evidence of the child trafficking cases I've done all around the world, the state, interstate, and global child trafficking cases. They stole all of that evidence, all of it. They stole everything I've ever done. They took it. They took my cell phone, has all the evidence on it. They took my clothes. They took Beckett's sweater. They took everything, Beckett's papers. They were horrific to Beckett Isaiah. Horrific! Like he's not an international fucking hero. They treated him like he's just a fucking pet. They were planning to adopt him off because that officer wanted to keep me in prison for car theft. For car theft when I never stole it. It saved my life. So they were planning to adopt Beckett Isaiah off, and they started treating him like fucking shit immediately. Listen to the dash cam recordings of me begging them to treat Beckett well and to be good to Beckett and not hurt Beckett. I even asked them to declare a sentence that they will not hurt Beckett Isaiah, both officers that were in front of me. And they still treated him like fucking dog shit. They took all of his stuff, all of his papers, all of his registration, his sweaters, his bed, everything, his blankie, his food, his water. They took everything. And then they wouldn't tell me where they put him. They wouldn't tell me where I could find my dog. So last night was horrific, trying to stay on the streets in Sacramento for the first night. I was dodging evil fucking people everywhere. They have the ground satanic. And John Morency crawls underneath the ground and he tracks my life through Beckett Isaiah's paws. So I can't walk anywhere in Sacramento County without John Morency and his satanic cult following me. All night. The only time I got any sleep, I don't even know if you call it sleep, I passed out unconscious, was like once. I gotta go, my battery's gonna go, and I gotta go charge this phone. God bless you all. Someone fucking help me today. Get me out of Sacramento County. Get me in a motel room. I need a motel room. I haven't had a shower in 7 fucking days. A shower. And I need food. I'm down to 98 pounds. They're starving me. I have no food stamps. They stole it. I have no money. They stole it. They stole everything from me and won't give it back. And neither will David Hester. He's pissed now too. He's pissed that he didn't do any charges because he couldn't. And now he's angry with me and he won't give me my stuff back. And he's supposed to be here in California tomorrow morning at 11:30. He wouldn't give me my stuff out of the car yesterday. He wouldn't give me my stuff. And he could have, and he wouldn't. David Hester from Buena Vista, Colorado refused to let me get access to my belongings in that car yesterday.